This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with Mark Pacquiao fighting for the second time as an amateur in MMA at SparStar on October 5th. Mark, so obviously you've had a bit of Muay Thai experience. You're getting into the MMA game. What's that like now going into your second MMA fight?
I'm just really relaxed. I've had a lot of technical bouts, the ones that don't go on record. More technical, they call it smokers. Yeah. So I've had like 3 or 4 of those on top of the other fights I've had. So I'm just really relaxed. It's gonna be a real technical fight, this one. This is gonna be my 4th amateur fight technically, because I've had 2 Muay Thai fights. So this will be my first fight without shin guards, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, my opponent's a wrestler. I'm not planning to throw too much kicks. Just keep my hips back, use my boxing, and sprawl hard. That's the game plan.
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, you're looking ahead, Josh Travaglio, young in his career himself. You guys are both getting started. Talk to me for you. Obviously, you know, you're in shape. You're clearly trying out a lot of different stuff with Muay Thai and MMA. What got you into fighting? Did you see something on TV? Was it, you know, a family thing? How'd you get into it?
Growing up, just everyone would, ever since 2004 when I was in 4th grade, everyone would ask me, are you related to Manny Pacquiao? And then I always grew up watching him, and he just inspired me, you know. And then I grew up watching BJ Penn, Chuck Liddell, and the UFC. And I was like, man, I want to do that when I get older. So I joined wrestling in high school. I did wrestling. I did football too, even though I was a super small dude.
Yeah, those are the fastest, right?
Yeah, those are the fastest. I'd be on kickoff return, catch the ball. But yeah, I just wanted to compete right out of high school. I did college, and I was missing, you know, the competition from wrestling and football. So I actually went to Wild Card. I went there for 2 months. It was a far drive. It was like an hour and a half coming home at 7 p.m. from Hollywood traffic, you know.
Did you ever run into Mr. Pacquiao down there?
Actually not. I ran into Freddie Roach, but only one time for the 2 months I was there. You know, he's a busy man. And then I decided I want to learn how to kickbox. I want to use my feet. So I found a gym like 10 minutes from my house. So ever since I've been at Strikers Inc. for about 5 years now. Okay. Yeah. And then they had tryouts at BlackHouse 4 months ago. Okay. Out of 25 guys, 7 guys made the cut. And thankfully I made the cut. So thank you very much. So I've been grinding with these boys, these top level guys over here day in, day out, Monday through Friday, getting my ass beat all the time. But iron sharpens iron, you know, you get better training with all these tough guys over here.
Well, let's talk about that. You're at a team, BlackHouse, a lot of history. People remember guys like Anderson Silva, Lyoto running through here and building it up. I mean, what's it like for you to say, like, hey, like, you're 25 years old, young in your career, and you're, you know, part of the team in a place like this?
24. I'm going to turn 25
Oh, sorry, 20. Happy early birthday, Mark. No, but 24, I mean, you got the rest of your life in front of you, and you're already at a team like this. What's that like?
Just seeing all these guys that been there, done that, you know, it just inspires you even more. And, you know, I'm at the right place, you know, seeing all these guys put in the work. And these guys that you looked up to ever since as you were a kid, they're training side by side with you. And you see what they do, and you just got to train as hard as they do.
What is the biggest thing you remember off making when you're a young guy, that first walk, whether it was Muay Thai or even if the MMA one felt differently, just that first time, like, hey, it's not practice anymore, it's not in the gym, it's a guy who for real wants to go out there and prove himself also. What is that first walk like for guys who, you know, maybe these pros forgot what that's like? What was that like for you when it was fresh?
It was pretty nerve-wracking, but I just try to keep in mind that this is just a sparring match. It's just a sparring match. We're just another day in the training room, so that helped relax me all the time. And each time I make that walk, I get more relaxed. I have a game plan, and I just execute that first punch, first combo that I think of in my head. I just throw it, because if you hesitate one bit, you'll be hesitating for the rest of the fight. So I try to push the pace in my fights, and that first combo I think of, throw it right away. Don't hesitate.
2 final questions. You're going to be in Southern California for SparStar, yes, very close to the BlackHouse over here. Yeah. What's that like, knowing you're going to be at home, knowing you got a lot of people who are going to be able to come out and watch you in person? And it's, you know, you guys get to all carpool back home.
I love it, man. I love it. I've never sold this much tickets. I had to ask the promoter for more tickets 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I work at UFC Gym Rosemead, and all my clients are just bugging me for tickets, and I was like, okay, let me ask the promoter for more. But I love it, man. All my family, my friends, high school friends that I haven't kept in touch with for a while, but they're hitting me up and like, hey, I want to watch your fight, and it's great, man. It's great. It feels good. It feels good.
And final question: how are you getting the job done on October 5th?
Cut this out. Read it.
Okay, all right. You want me to set it up for you again?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mark, final question. How are you getting that job done on October 5th?
Decision, knockout, it's going to happen either way. I'm going to just keep my hips back, use my boxing. He throws a lot of overhand, so he might get caught. So I'm going to guess a second round or third round knockout, or decision, just sprawling him out all day.
Mark, that sounds like a great show. Best of luck, and it's a pleasure to meet you early on in your career, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you.